Alright guys, it's Cockerpunk here. It's been a while and I understand because, you guys gotta understand because my computer died on me, so I had to buy a new one, and that took me a while, and it was all this big, huge thing. It turned into a little bit of a nightmare, and needless to say I watched far too many episodes of CSI New York, bored, because I didn't have a computer. But I got a computer, got everything loaded up, everything's good to go. Got the Sandridge in the meantime, so I'm going to do the Old Guns tour on the Sandridge. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that yet, because there's so many cool things. I think I'm going to have to do it in a two-part episode, because there's just way too many cool things going on with that gun. So, I'll have that up for you as soon as I get it done, and that should be this weekend sometime. Otherwise, the news with Punkworks is we don't have a new test yet. Unfortunately, our weekends filled up too fast when I was down in the cities, so we didn't get anything done. We are slotted to do a paint-to-barrel match versus accuracy test because a big issue people keep talking about with the paint-to-barrel match underboring recommendation is that they seem to get more wingers with the underbore. So we're going to find out if that's true or not. Without any data, I'm not going to say anything about that. Another test we have slotted to do. Actually, we're not going to do it. Big shout out to this Azrael guy. I saw him on M. Carter Brown. He had a pressure transducer, and I hope he sticks around Punkworks a lot because this guy's got it made. He's got 3 pressure transducers, and if you don't know what a pressure transducer, okay, you got a gauge, right? That's just a spring, essentially, a calibrated spring, and it reads out the pressure. The problem is, pressure has to be pretty still for it to read right, while a transducer is a digital pressure instrument that records. You can sample it at, say, 100 times a second, and it will sample the voltage across this area 100 times a second, and then through some math and a little bit of computer programming, outputs in PSI. So he's got 3 of them, and we're going to do a very cool test. He's going to do a very cool test. It's not even going to be me, where he hooks up one transducer here. Oh shoot, this gun doesn't have a reg. Okay, sorry. One transducer here, one transducer after the reg, and even possibly one on the tank itself. And when he takes a shot, we should be able to watch the pressure drop as it goes through the whole system. So first, obviously, the valve chamber is going to drop pressure, then the pre-regulator, then the tank pressure will drop, and we're going to see exactly what effect your tank reg, recharge, or output pressure has. The original thing we were wondering is, does a low pressure or a high pressure tank matter for accuracy, consistency, recharge rate, all that jazz. And it kind of turned into this really big, really cool test. So, huge thanks to Azrael and his transducers. He said he's got about $800 or something in transducers, and I don't have that, unfortunately. So, big shout out to him on that. Very big thank you. As soon as he posts the data, you can bet I'm going to analyze the shit out of it. Because I'm really interested in seeing what happens. Watching how fast the pressure drop cascades through the system. It's going to be very cool. So, those are the 2 tests we have lined up real quick here. If you want to send me messages about further tests, further things you'd like to wonder about, that's great. Keep them coming. One thing that is really cool about this whole Azrael guy doing this work, doing this testing, is that's kind of what I want Punkworks to become. I love doing testing and all that stuff, but the real success of Punkworks is going to be when we have a community of people all doing different tests and all reporting their data and all, in one group on TechPB. That is going to be the success of Punkworks, and it might be a lofty goal, but I think it's one we can do, and I think it would be amazing for the sport of paintball to have a place like that. Where all the nerdy guys and all the crazies with 800 bucks worth of testing equipment, you know, can all meet together and pound out some sweet science. So that's Punkworks, and good news is going around that area. The final thing is I've gotten a lot of requests to do reviews of pump guns. I don't like doing reviews. I'll tell you why. When you do a review of something, you're comparing it to other guns in that type, or other guns in general. But the whole point of doing a review is to see how well it performs, and having a perfect gun in other words, when you do a review, you compare that gun to the ideal gun, and really, I don't believe that an ideal gun exists, so reviews are kind of like, bleh, to me. Like, yeah, so what? It's, so much of it is preference, you know? It's just like, you know, some people like heavy guns, some people like light guns, some people like long barrels, some people like short barrels, some people like, you know, one thing that keeps getting tossed around all over the place is how far your foregrip should be in front of your thing. People say, like, the Mini's too small, the Luxus is too long, who cares? I don't. It's a preference thing. If I had one, I would care. Otherwise, it's not a big deal. So, I might do pump reviews. I don't know. If you guys want me to do pump reviews, I've got one of a lot of different pumps. So I can. Just let me know what you think. Send them to me. Yeah, ask me to if you want me to. Or tell me not to if you don't want me to. So that's pretty much where my channel's going at this point. Sorry again for the, like, 3-week vacation here due to computer problems, but I'm back. So, you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.